Hey, what the hell? What the hell? Hey,
help me.
All right.
Oh, wait.
All right.
I'm caught between the tequila and a hard place, man.
I got it. All right, let me move.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. That happened.
Thanks, bro.
That just happened.
That
just happened. Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Savage
F.
Okay, F. Yo, this is Savage AF.
That was new choreography. I wasn't even ready for it.
But you know what? Sometimes you got to be on your toes, man. I'm trying to get you on your toes. No, it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you on toes. Savage AF. Brought to you by at Comedian Shang. Also at Black Pedro, who you should follow. You should follow on the Instagram-ish.
And at Comedian Shang on Instagram. And at Savage AF.
Yes.
Radio. Savage AF Radio.
Savage AF Radio. Yeah, you see the YouTube scrolling right now. Savage AF World. It's youtube.com/C/Savage AF World. It's right there. So make sure that you check it out. And if you don't check it out, then there is something wrong with you. Yeah. We got a lot of
Savage AF, man. We're here Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays, typically we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Shang already mentioned the YouTube, man. When you go to youtube.com/c/Savage AF World, make sure you isn't there some shit they're supposed to do when they get to the page?
I'm trying to think of what it is. Oh yeah. Subscribe and click the bell.
That felt like a magical Disney version of it. I guess the stars at the beginning kind of felt like the
that was
the Disney castle with the it's all good. You know, Savage AF could be cute sometimes.
It's a cute one, but Savage AF, and also make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and also check us out on Facebook. We are actually live on Facebook right now, but our Facebook page is SavageA.F. Make sure you check us out and subscribe to that. And one more subscription, then we're gonna jump into the show. Subscribe. And make sure you click it. Make sure you comment on the podcast version of the show, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and now the funky drummer version, which we're changing up now. I need a funky drummer version if James Brown did the last one. All right, go.
He's here in the SoundCloud now. Get it in the SoundCloud now. What sitting in the SoundCloud? What is the SoundCloud? What is the SoundCloud?
That was good. That was good. That was the James Brown version of it. What's up, Nicole Age, Lady Hazel May? Good humor, wasted.
No, just so people know, Shang be hitting me with these like this is live on the fly.
Right.
So I don't know what genre I'm gonna sing, but as a trained vocalist for over 52 years. I think I have that range. So I appreciate you for testing it out.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that you were on your shit. Also, oh shit, we got AJ Fit. AJ Fit in the building. Pamela Knox. Pamela Knox in the building. We got a new person, Bronda Ray. Hey, I'm
starting to like. I need like any brand new names now. We need y'all to like verify your ID because we get a lot of and I like the Afro puff emoji. It's cute. I can't lie. With the mask on, it's like a responsible lady of rage.
Yes,
it's like a lady of science.
But no, we got new people. I know what you're saying.
I'll jump in though. Make sure your voice is heard and it's true. We appreciate you, Bronda Ray. I like it. Pam, Wendy's here. Yep, you're right, man.
And also, thank you for the new people that actually subscribe to the YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all. Y'all some good motherfuckers. Like, I mean, I've met a lot of people over the amount of time I've been alive, which is 73 years. And I want to tell you something right now. Out of all the people I've ever met, y'all the best.
Yeah. And Blanco
Okay,
Peter,
yeah.
you're wrong. You're wrong. My Eddie Murphy imitation was not his imitation of James Brown in the hot tub, celebrity hot tub. Too hot in the hot tub. Want to kiss myself twice. Okay. It wasn't that, motherfucker. It was goddamn impression from either Raw or Delirious.
There you go.
And it was saying the people say, see you.
That's what that was from. All right. And Kuchadamas is in the building. What the fuck, guy? Pedro went full retard with the Frohawk. Okay. All right. Well, it's already starting. The show is starting off early. We got Melvin Alexander. It's not me. Melvin Alexander said, "Don't worry, it's not me, Cold Silly." Okay, but it doesn't matter. Savage AF. You know what? After today, I could give a fuck. Savage AF, let's get it going. I want to let y'all know we're going to do the rundown on the run up. We got some shit to talk about. The thing that's wild about today that we're going to talk about is there's some things that are going on, not only pertaining to the world, but pertaining to us, because we are doing a Savage AF show. That is, I'm going to say in the beginning of the show and at the end of the show to let you people know if you're in the San Diego area, me and Pedro will be at the Laugh Factory in San Diego, California, Saturday, August 28th at 8 p.m. You can go to the website and buy your tickets right now. We got tickets moving right now. Thank you so much for the people that bought tickets so far. And we need some more people to buy so we can pack this bitch out. And
San Diego, come on out, man. Let's go, y'all.
Come out. All right, so I wanted to get that out.
805? 805? Is that their area code down there?
I don't know, 609 or something like that. I don't know. But make sure that y'all come out.
No, literally 609 was my area code in college, dog. That's Central Jersey. That's Princeton. I swear to God. No, but it is. I think San Diego's 805 because there's a brewery down there. Yeah, the 805 brewery. Anyways, I didn't mean to plug them. But Bronda Ray, I appreciate some confirmation. Met Shang in Dallas. Okay. And that sounded kind of, just nebulous, but she's confirming that she's a real fan or a real person.
I appreciate it.
A real person. Sorry.
No,
didn't mean to put any other titles on you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Thank y'all for coming out to the live shows. And got a little controversy going on, but I'm gonna make sure that the motherfuckers that know me and know that what's real will know what's real. Here we go. This is what we talk about. At the end of the show, I'm gonna let you know about some other stuff, but we'll wrap that up. But we're gonna jump right into this shit. Right.
Today's show is August 26th.
And if somebody's cool, we'll bring you in for a little bit to talk a little shit. All right, cool.
Maybe. We'll see. If you're cool.
Yeah.
Thursday, August 26, 2021. Savage AF. Black Pedro comedian Shang. Fuck your feelings is our motto.
Yeah.
Facts matter. Today, we're going to end the show with a SHANGRY, of course. A man with his own brand of emotions. Cancel culture can suck a dick. Let's get into it, guys. But before we get to that, we got a Black Pedro popping, of course. Do the right thing, yo. Hey, love, hate. Before we get into that, though, we're gonna talk about an episode of the Popo's Court. Dun-dum.
Dun, 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 dun,
dun. 7 officers from the January 6th insurrection are suing Trumpty, Dumpty.
And get in line.
And friends.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Friends. Yeah.
They need to get in line for the amount of people that are suing Trump. And again, I'm just astonished this motherfucker is walking around free. But that is white privilege for you all up in your motherfucking grill. That's what that is. Yeah. All right.
So before we get into that, though, this might be one of my favorite things to talk about ever on this show. Man of the Year. Lieutenant Michael Byrd. We'll get into that. Speaking of birds, I got my own kind of like cockatoo thing going on today. I just decided to blow the hair up today, dog. See what goes on. See how tall it could get. Lieutenant Michael Byrd. We'll get into that. Man of the Year in my book. But today, Thursday, August 26, 2021, Black Pedro comedian Shang. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We're going to start today with our most essential question that we can ever ask on this show. And when we ask this question, it sounds like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
Yes, sir. That's our question, man. Motherfucker, say
what?
All right, man. So on some real shit, because this show's called Savage AF, so it can't be all fun and games, kids. Okay. 13 American warriors lost their lives in Afghanistan this morning outside the Kabul airport, Hamid Karzai airport, at one of the checkpoints, in which a suicide bomber apparently let off a blast, feet away from the U.S. checkpoint, got through the Taliban checkpoint, and then I believe that there are like 14 or 15 injured soldiers,
Right.
and then or Marine soldiers, warriors. I'll just call them, U.S. service men and women. And then so far, I don't think we have a tally, but if you pay attention, I think we've all seen images now of the countless numbers of civilians that were affected by this blast. And before I pass it to you, Shang, I just want to just say that, our president, Joseph Robinette Biden, in his address to these events in Afghanistan, that he, and listen, he's a compassionate guy,
right,
empathetic, or at least he can, display that. So, spoke well about it. But one thing he did say that really bothered me that they're, kind of focusing on, but maybe not in the same way, is that he vows basically revenge, that they will hunt down and find anybody and everybody who was responsible for this bombing. And I'm like, motherfuckers, say what? That is the shit that got America into Afghanistan in the first place. In the absolute first place. That's what got us there. So to make this declaration today, I'm like, oh, why? Because that works so well? Because it's you're pulling out of a shitstorm situation in which the president that got us there was vowing to hunt down everybody. Now you're going to hunt down this motherfucker. Listen, I'm sorry, but commemorate, name streets after every U.S. service person that lost their life on this day in this event, the bloodiest since February of 2020, I believe. But, yes, let them never be forgotten, but you cannot go on some other mission, even if it's SEAL Team 6, just puping niggas or whatever. Bro, let it go. Okay, I'm sorry. Get out of there and get the fuck out of there.
Biden is trying to act strong for these rabid Americans that will be like, we need to get a payback, and he's up there yelling like, Ricky. Well, it's not Boys in the Hood. You can't go and get revenge without something bad happening back to you. And Biden can act like a fucking nutty buddy right now, but we don't need that right now. We need to go, okay, there was a dangerous mission anyway. We knew these motherfuckers was about that life, and they've always been about that life. They've always been like, yo, fuck it. We will blow motherfuckers up. So it's sad, it's horrible, but at the same time, Biden, you need to chill the fuck out. You need to get yourself together, regroup, take a few breaths. Just take a few breaths. Take a few breaths, Biden.
I think the hunt down and find everybody thing is like really what got us into this whole situation right now. And this is a bad day for his presidency. I still don't hold him responsible for it. Like I personally don't. It's like, yes, get out. They're doing as good of a job as they can of getting motherfuckers out. But the Taliban is there, dog, and that's it. They about to take over.
It's about that life.
And that's just what it is, dog.
Right.
The mission was to eradicate Al Qaeda, make sure they can't ever operate there again, but that didn't work. It's always gonna build up there like that. They got to go through this.
Absolutely. But the bottom line is, you knew that it was going to be dangerous. You knew you should have had the military there, and you knew there was going to be some kind of attack or explosions or something like that. I don't know why Biden is trying to placate. He's placating to the motherfuckers that he thinks Americans live.
Absolutely.
And I swear there'll be revenge.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
Ricky!
It's a sound clip. It's like, yeah, we got to ride on
America's tough. America's tough. And America, that shit didn't work out before because the Taliban has more patience than us. And it's not going to work out now.
Any AJ Fitz, speaking of tough, any other time soldiers been attacked, we went and attacked them. Yeah. But that's kind of what I'm saying, dog, is like that's obviously not working. It's not changing anything. It's not stopping attacks on our soldiers. Our soldiers are in position to be attacked because we're most likely in a place we shouldn't be. So I don't know, man.
And Dave Morris, another person I know. What's up, Dave? And 20 years later, the bullshit hasn't changed.
There you go, brother Dave. I appreciate that's I don't know how much longer we're supposed to do this. The pullout is going to be sloppy, man. Just like after
the way you're saying that.
Well, I was going to say just like a late night after
I'm drinking.
Yeah, late night, you know what I mean? Like the pullout going to be sloppy.
The pullout. Okay, our pullout.
Get out of there, man. Get out of there.
Game over, man. Game over, man. I mean, it is. But Biden's trying to be the tough guy right now because he knows the middle America and a lot of white folks are like, man, show you're tough. Come on. All right, let's go. You want some? Come get some. That's what he's doing. So, I mean, I think that the bottom line is the Taliban is about that motherfucking life. And we are too. Don't get me wrong. Americans is like some killers, but they don't give a fuck. They're like, I'll blow myself up. I got 20 virgins. What is it? 20 virgins waiting for me. That's a lot.
I think it's actually in the 70s, bro.
It's 70s.
I don't get into that, right? But what we do say facts matter, and the reality is this bombing at the Kabul airport was not, and I think it's actually two bombings. But this most deadly one seems to be committed by a suicide bomber, very close to the interior of the airport itself.
Right.
But it was not the claims of responsibility are not from the Taliban. It's actually from a group called ISIS-K. And I'm sorry, I forget what the K stands for. It's like Kronos or something like that. But it's a subset of ISIS that's based in Afghanistan and is actually oppositional to the Taliban as well, and Al-Qaeda. So, I think, a characteristic of that region always is that there have been these warring factions over their various versions of Islam. And this bombing itself had been claimed by a group called ISIS-K. Okay, so it's not Taliban. And now they're talking about we might be in a situation where we team up with the Taliban to beat the ISIS-K. And it's like,
it just stopped.
I don't know what board this is on.
You know what it is?
Modern warfare,
it's silliness. It's silliness when Americans come, Mr. Taliban, let's join together. No, it's not going to happen. We need to get the fuck out of there. Ice K or whatever the fuck they are, Ice T. I don't give a fuck who it is. We need to get the fuck out of there. And unfortunately, it's nothing we can do to really help these people, which I think is fucked up and sad. But at the end of the day, we need to get the fuck out of there and not keep, perpetuating this, war that really hasn't had an answer. But I see what AJ Fitz saying. I'm just saying.
He's not surprised. America always wants to be known as the toughest. Absolutely, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we do. I'll let Blanco Peter have this. The United States spends more than all other nations combined in terms of like your advanced NATO and non-NATO nations. Like we spend a grip on motherfucking on weapons, guns, personally, militarily, everywhere. Like we're just a bang bang chitty bang bang, a nation full of run by Yosemite Sims.
Right.
What entire nation?
Motherfuckers. These are people. You got to understand. Americans are people who shoot fish. Okay. There's people that sit on the bank and go, they're gonna want a song splash in the water, and they open up fire on fish. Fuck the old school fishing way or with a net.
Some people use dynamite though.
Yeah, it's like we are that country. It's like I got me a trout. We are the most absolute, positive, unequivocal. Try to be tough, but we're fucking 33rd or some number around that number pertaining to just literacy. Like we don't even know half the buttons we're pushing to blow motherfuckers up. We are just that way. And the Taliban said, "You about that life?" Apparently, we about that life. And apparently, the new Ice K, about that life.
Lady Hazel May says, America always got their nose up somebody else's ass. Honestly, I think it's a little bit reversed, where I think America's always trying to stuff somebody's nose up their ass.
Well, I mean, it happens. Sometimes if the person shifts positions, you're going to get a nose up there.
America's like, you have a great face to poop on.
It's just, we always start some shit. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is what's going to happen. Hopefully, we got some of the progressive wing of the Democratic Party will talk this motherfucker down from going, I'm going to get revenge, you know. You want a war. You got a war. Stop. We've been to war 20 motherfucking years of nothing getting accomplished for real. And we were over there for some loot. We were over there for money. We're over there for some other reasons other than like humanitarian reasons, even though we
contractors got paid.
Yeah, contractors got paid. We're not talking about the empathy or the sadness of people. We're just talking about.
Hey man, you know what? What's it called?
What?
MWR, Morale, Welfare, and Recreation. It's a department in the military, and they, you know, it's. Man, I found out on I think my first trip. No, my second trip maybe to Afghanistan, and just we had a lot of time on our hands at Bagram, and because we got stuck there waiting on flights.
Yeah, it would be a couple of weeks actually for some time.
Yeah, we ended up stuck there for like 5 days. But so they had a movie rental little booth thing that was on base, and just run by a guy, and this motherfucker was making $90,000 a year as a military Blockbuster employee. Like, right. Hey kids, remember Blockbuster Video? No, it's before Netflix started off sending DVDs to you, like physical DVDs to you, like a physical object that had a movie on it, not just beams of light.
Not like it is now. Streaming
Marvel movies. No.
Hey, we don't need no stinking streaming. But AJ Fitz says false. China has more than we do, and even put out a threat to us that we better not put the blame of COVID on them after investigation. Yo, they thug life. They not playing. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I still feel like in this situation, the Taliban and Ice K ain't nothing to fuck with. Apparently, they really about that life, and apparently
ISIS K,
and they obviously they took 13 lives. And 14 lives if you count the person that was the bomber, that they don't give a fuck. And there's got to be a point where America has to go, you know what? I don't know if this revenge thing is the way we should go, but that's what we're going to do, because we are some trying to be cocky bitches. We think like Trump. Now, imagine if Trump was in office, what a fuck sickle would be happening right now. What an incredible suck fuck. And I don't mean in a good way. I mean in a damn, I got jumped by a bunch of hobos way.
Well, if it was Trump, it would this would have been happening in May. I think May 1st was his original. Right. That was the original pullout. So it would have happened earlier, and we probably would have looked at a summer of this shit. But Biden pushed it back to the 31st. We are where we are. We got to get the fuck out. I am not of the school that we need to revenge and hunt down and find everybody responsible for this, dog. Like, that's what got us here in the first place.
And we don't need to deal.
And if you bouncing, just bounce. That's right. I'm sorry, man, but like you gonna end up in a whole other thing.
It's a clusterfuck.
Even because listen, even if it ends up being airstrike retaliations, right? There's always this quote unquote collateral damage. Some baby or a herd of goats that fed a village gets destroyed. Innocent people get killed in these things. More American lives will be lost in the hunting down if you put boots on the ground in any number. I'm pretty sure. Speculative, but that's a guess. But history says that more lives will be lost in this pursuit if you really, really go at it. Revenge is a dish best served cold. I say light up the grill and let's get on with this, man. Like, get out of there. Let whatever's going to happen there happen there. Sometimes let the rest of the world take the lead and then be like, what you need from us? A plane, a carrier.
It's always us. It's always us. But you know what? Before we move on to the next topic, I just want to say to y'all, you already know that, a lot of things that were set in motion before this is 20 years of this shit. We knew that it wasn't going to be good. Yeah, and the pullout game is weak. Nicole's calling it. Pullout game is weak. You know what I mean? We've been steadily trying to impregnate ourselves in that region. Okay. So that being said, let's move on. But that was our motherfucker say what for today. For today. And wait, may I put the name up so I can do it in a way that is grandiose for this man. Put the next subject up so I can say it. Come on and for Man of the Year, a man who had a shot and took it. A man that was a sure shot to get this award. I don't know why I sound like Bane. And is this your leader? No. How do you feel now? So I don't know how that shit started off trying to be, and then it turned into Bane. I'm Batman. I shall break your back and your soul. Man of the Year. Dun, dun, dun.
Lieutenant Michael Byrd. God damn it. And when I say this dude right here, this man right here, Lieutenant Michael Byrd, we're not outing him here. As you can see in the corner there, it's a clip from NBC Nightly News.
He was on the Nightly News. So I think he knew what he was doing. Yeah.
He did an interview with Lester Holt. And
he's like, yeah, I shot the bitch and I'll do it again. We're joking.
I hope they burn in hell.
I'm joking, but
he's obviously a composed professional.
That was out of line.
And listen, me personally, I've been saying we did not know this man's name. I did not know who he was, but I just knew he was a black man who shot a white woman to stop a fucking cracker revolution from overtaking our democracy. Whatever it is, what little bit of it that it actually exists, they were trying to completely Nazify, fascistize that whole shit. So Lieutenant Michael Byrd with a single shot, as far as we know, I think this is the only shot fired by a Capitol Police officer during that entire incident.
Oh, was he Capitol Police or FBI?
No, he's Lieutenant Michael Byrd of the Capitol Police.
Okay, but I want to ask a quick question. Now, I saw
Man of the Year,
some of the information about it, Pedro, and he did tell them three times, stand down, don't come through that window, stand down, don't break the window. Don't break the window.
He said, you hope that your verbal commands are complied with.
Right. And
said,
you know what?
Unfortunately, they were not. That's what he said.
Right. Unfortunately, we're not. But you know what? You know how they're always telling us to take accountability to, listen to police. Listen to when the police tell you to do something.
Comply.
Comply. Why didn't you comply? Why didn't you comply, lady? You knew he had a gun. You saw he had a gun and you wouldn't comply. And you know what happened? He complied to what he needed to do. And unfortunately, a life was lost. And I don't want nobody to die at all. But I'm trying to have empathy. But the way they was going at it, I saw the footage. You saw the footage, Pedro?
It's like porn to me, dog.
Wow.
Like, literally, you give me that.
How many people in the feed?
Popcorn.
How many people in the feed?
And a candle, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm good for the night. Like,
it's
I've said this on this show before that it's literally my favorite moment. I've done this as a pop-in. Like, it's literally my favorite moment of the insurrection, because he was the only one who literally drew that line. They crossed it, and he slapped that bitch with a bullet, dropped her ass, and nobody else even attempted to climb through that window. It didn't set them off more. No, they were all like, "Oh fuck,
fuck, right? This shit is real.
Fuck, this shit is real, dog." Like, yeah, it is. And honestly, you know what? He's cleared by the Capitol Police and a federal court. That he everything he did was people are like, she was unarmed. I don't know what's in that backpack. Okay, unarmed doesn't mean you got to be having shit
during an insurrection. We
just talked about a suicide bomber, right? Why couldn't she have been that? Because what? She's Ashley Babbitt, some white girl who, by the way, was a veteran. I believe an Arab woman. Arab. I don't want to say airman because she's a woman, but she served in the Air Force, I believe.
She served in the Air Force. Kuchidama said, "Killing wild Karens outside their habitat is not a crime." I asked somebody, and they said, "No." Yeah. Listen, I understand what you're saying, and I'm not trying to say that a life should be taken, but, and I'm gonna put I'm talking about a big butt. I'm talking about a bubble butt. Bubble butt. Yeah, like I'm talking about a big ass. I'm talking about giant ass. I mean, huge ass. But she knew she was in the service. She knew the commands. She knew that you're supposed to stand down. And what am I supposed to think? In fact, it's fucked up this sound. I think that some more other Capitol Police should have busted off. Because they did definitely busted off if that was BLM. They'd have busted off if that was a whole bunch of black people or Latino people that wanted their rights. It had busted off if it was a bunch of Indian, American, Native Americans. They would have busted off. They would have definitely busted off if it was a bunch of brothers. If it was a bunch of brothers banging on the window, smashing stuff, stabbing motherfuckers in their face with flags. The footage is there. I don't know why. You know what? People act like, well, no, I don't know. Look at these crazy motherfuckers. Look at them. And nobody else busted off. Nobody else shot. None of these crazy motherfuckers that was burning shit and attacking people and going into the Capitol and all of this shit that was happening and wearing fuzzy fucking hats that, actually Kool Moe Dee used to wear. What? Did you? And they were all of them try to act like, no, it was just our own idea. No, Trump sent your ass up there. Trump sent your ass straight up there and there's consequences for not complying.
Well, and we'll talk about that. That leads us right into our next gig, man. But before we get there, Troll of the Year, as we talk about Man of the Year, a real person, Man of the Year. But Troll of the Year, Blanco Peter, who's literally built a persona off of my name. Weird thing to do, man to man, but whatever, bro. Pedro, the title Airman includes women. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. The word woman includes man, but the word man does not include woman. It literally lacks a W and an O.
Right.
But whatever. I guess that's just a lack of difference over spelling and words. But that being said, Man of the Year for me, Lieutenant Michael Byrd.
I just want,
U.S. Capitol Police.
Can you do a trumpet sound?
The shot heard round the world. I know that's the president's song, but whatever.
Okay, we don't. Really,
I'd vote for
I don't have the music. We don't have music right yet. We're not at that level for the show, but we will though.
For even though there are so many racial overtones to this, black man shoots a white woman who's unarmed, even though she's not. And the mob, in my pop in about this, months back, last year, the mob was the weapon. So she was part of a conglomerate weapon of white people that were there to make America for them and only them. Okay. So, I think I've said it already that the mob was the weapon. His shooting is totally justified, and this is my Man of the Year, bro.
Right, and also you got to think there's 3 other Black Capitol Police that actually diverted some of the mob, and they weren't just tourists. The mob Mike Pence would have been hanging out in front of the fucking White House because they were like, hang Mike Pence. Also, the motherfuckers not only said hang Mike Pence, they were like, let's get that bitch Nancy Pelosi and all that crazy shit. Imagine how many people, if some of the brave motherfuckers would have did that. The one dude, I saw him have them chase him up the steps. Then once he got to the top of the steps, there was some other cops like, all right, let's get this going. About that smoke. It was like Warriors. Like when the Warriors ran around the corner and it was like, and then they roll, and then you see the Warriors waiting for him. Like, yeah, motherfucker, it ain't just one nigga now. What you gonna do, bitch? Warriors, come out and play
with the bottles. All right, man. So, getting into our next subject, the consequences of these actions on January 6th. There are, supposed commissions and investigations and inquiries and inquisitions into what happened, and we already know what happened. Cracker monkeys, right? You know what I'm saying? We know what happened. It was crazy. Yeah. But it looks like we're going to see episodes of the Popo's Court. Bum, 7 officers who defended the U.S. Capitol on January 6th are suing Trumpty Dumpty. I think most notably and importantly for violating the Ku Klux Klan Act. Is that an act? Which is a real act, my dude. Like, there's literally. Wait a minute. What? Let me pull this story up. But there's literally a Ku Klux Klan Act. Makes sense. I mean, at some point, I feel like they needed to check the Ku Klux Klan legislatively, which means you should, at that point, just be explicit about it. Like, this is against you crackers. Let me see.
But check this out. The fact that Trump, these are police officers, and the Republicans are always saying they're pro-police and they're pro-police rights. Well, they have the right to sue. And that's why if you look at this picture, Trump is looking over like, which one of you motherfuckers is suing me? Okay? Because if you look at this picture, they're looking at him like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, we bought that business. What's up? We gonna sue you, and I'm gonna buy me a boat, bitch. I'm buying a boat. And I'm gonna sail up to your little podunk daughter's house. And we're gonna go visit her.
All right, so this is from Politico, right? For sure. The suit filed Thursday morning. That's right. This morning. It's Thursday.
This is Thursday.
In U.S. District Court in Washington, that's D.C., by the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law, contends that Trump and his allies violated the Ku Klux Klan Act and D.C. law by scheming to block Congress from certifying Joe Biden's win.
Oh no, really? Oh no.
So it seems like, I mean, just based on this, it seems like historically the Ku Klux Klan had a hand in a serious involvement, a role in voter suppression, election manipulation,
right, exactly.
Such that a law, an act had to be created to outlaw that.
Outlaw that,
that the insurrectionists and the lead speakers of it and the proponents of it recreated that history and violated those same law, unconstitutional acts. So let me just say, also, besides Trump himself being sued by these officers,
his boys.
It says also named as defendants in the suit, which seeks an unspecified amount of damages. It's the Trump campaign, Roger Stone, a group called Stop the Steal. If you remember, that's that dude.
Very much so.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Ali, whatever.
Hey man, hey cat.
It's the candy man.
It's the candy man.
Here's the steal, the stop man. Stop the steal.
Yeah, these motherfuckers, absolutely. Right. For the people that's watching, this is what it is.
Stop the Steal. They organized that rally on January 6th in DC. More than a dozen different individuals, and then groups like Oath Keepers and Proud Boys, obviously. So But these officers, 7 of them specifically, are suing these individuals and organizations. One of them being the former president, the last president before.
I love when they say the twice impeached, shamed, pussy grabbing, insurrection propagandist.
Just traitorous,
orange, very orange, very orange.
Shane, your warranty is about to expire, brother.
That one. Hold up, that one was a different one. Okay, that was a different one. Okay, I'm gonna say that was somebody. I'm getting a lot of different people
in the basement.
They definitely did. But I'm gonna say right now, the Ku Klux Klan getting sued is delicious. I like what's going on with that, and it makes me feel good. It makes me want to laugh. I'm so glad that they said there is so much bullshit that they've gotten away with, and the Klan got away with. If you look at what happened down in, where literally one of the white nationalists ran over a woman and killed her, and the Klan were writing, good job, and it was a white woman that they killed, but they said she was a race loving Jew, a race traitor or whatever the fuck. So you got to think this is something that they deserve. Because it's about time. And a lot of this shit that's happening right now, I see it as about time. But I'm telling you, these cops, when they come out, all these right-wing motherfuckers that say they're pro-cop are going to definitely go after them. All these cops that are saying, yeah, we're going to sue Trump, right? Where's it at? I got it. They're going to sue Trump. I bet you they're going to be targets now. Everybody in the feed, I'll bet you $25. One of these if it's a black officer, he's going to get targeted. They're going to threaten him. The right wing, the Trump supporter, the Trumplicans, the Trump tards, the white nationalists are going to be like, even though they're pro cop, they're going to be after that motherfucker. Because that's what happened with the other Capitol officers when they testified. All of them got death threats. They like up the ass death threats. So how are they in fact, all you bitches, anybody that is listening on YouTube or any other channel, all you bitches, how are you possibly pro-police when you act like this? You're not pro-police. You're pro whatever works for your motherfucking ass. You're
pro-policing.
Yes.
They just want to be able to. Yeah. They're crackers, dog. They want to crack that whip, man. They just want to be able to.
And Nicole H, I know I already owe y'all money because of some other shit. But you know what? I got y'all. You know how that's how promoters do us. No, nigga, I got you. Holla
on the next gig. We go
on the next one. Holla at me in a couple weeks, nigga. I got my money coming in, then I'm gonna get you, and then you straight. But I hope that they sue them and win all kinds of cash, and I hope that it opens up more lawsuits towards Trump. They said he got a long line of lawsuits, man, and I'm glad this is one that at least they're talking about because these motherfuckers went ham.
Hey, man, speaking of motherfuckers who go ham, especially on the next gig, bam. Whoa!
Oh, shit. Did that just happen? That just happened.
Man, you know what it is. You can catch us
happened.
This Saturday, August 28th, man, 8 p.m., San Diego Laugh Factory, man. This is a fairly new venue, but a legendary brand. So, it's proud to work here all the time, man, anytime. Saturday, August 28th, 8 p.m., San Diego Laugh Factory, man. Go to the website. You can get the tickets if you're in the San Diego area, 805. Holla at your boys, man.
Yeah, make sure you come out and check out the show.
Going hard on the next gig.
And get your tickets as soon as possible. And I want to say to anybody that doesn't understand what the fuck I'm saying, pertaining to this, watch and see. And Pedro, we will revisit this. Watch how these cops get treated after they come out with this lawsuit. When they're actually visibly out, you see who the cops are. Watch how these motherfucking right-wing people, and I'm gonna say all you right-wing people. Now I got flagged on Twitter, and that I lost 100,000 motherfuckers. But because I said I think that anybody that was up at the insurrection, busting windows and stabbing motherfuckers with the flag, I think y'all need your ass beat. But guess what? Twitter flagged me for violence. Really?
And you're really just offering, you know, advice on what they needed, not, you know, sort of true prescription for, you know, you weren't like advising anybody to go do anything. You're just like, hey, man.
They need to ask people. Nazi, assalamu alaikum. I know exactly where you're coming from. Yeah, I just think that they turn they flip flop. Which, by the way, Pedro got a great flip flop joke. But from that, they 1 minute they're like, hey, everything the police say is the truth and honor, and we believe everything the police say. And I'm sure that black man had a gun. Wait a minute, he didn't have a gun. That was a baby pacifier. It looked like a gun to me. But when it comes,
it was his black fingers.
It was his black fingers the whole time, and it looked like it was a gun. He was going to shoot it out his fingernail. But when it comes to when the cops are like, yo, motherfucker, y'all was beating the shit out of us. Y'all was doing bad shit to us. And Trump, you're the one that incited this shit. Now they're liars. Now these motherfuckers are liars. Hold on for a second. I got this machine I found. Hold on. Here it is. There it does work. All right, let me crank it back down. All y'all can eat a dick. Eat a dick. Well, we're going to talk about eating dicks later, but not us eating dicks, but the people that think like that. Anybody thinks like that, y'all can eat a bag of dicks. In fact,
and if you ever wonder, like, well, somebody's eating dicks, somebody must be feeding them to him. You know who feeds dicks to people every day is our Minister of Defense, Miss Adverb, in the building. Now, she's not a great baby mama, daddy mama baby. Hasn't paid a dime for our child. She got me pregnant, y'all. If you're not up on the story, and hasn't, like, literally has not, like, done shit.
Right. Wow.
Hasn't taken, like, dog, nothing for the child. But in the comment section, she is our Minister of Defense and does go ham. So I get it. When you hold the code to the nuclear bomb, you can't worry about baby diapers or diaper babies. You know
yeah, that makes sense. That makes it kind of. I don't know how to really answer that.
But I feel like you would get a good enough check that you could send some to your child.
Wow. Oh, by the way, anybody that's coming in on
and this
show,
is just the aggression I get.
Yeah,
I'm the best. Shut the fuck up. You see how she talks to me? I'm pregnant. You're not supposed to talk to a pregnant man.
Yeah, right. So I don't want y'all to think that this is real because
I'm in my 9th trimester. My doctor said I could drink.
Wow. I don't think you can drink when you're having a baby. I mean, to my knowledge.
3rd trimester, you can drink. I'm in my
No.
I'm in my third like I'm in my.
Hey man, listen.
I've triple trimesters on this.
Hey man, that's not true. That's not true at all. You can't drink.
You can't tell me about my body, dog.
Okay, I'm not. Wow. Okay, but I'm just telling you that no, it's pretty common knowledge that you're not allowed to do that. But hey, that's between you and Miss Adverb. By the way, it's not real. Again, Savage AF were brought to you by the world famous these two motherfuckers. And I want to make sure that you know, because we're halfway through the show, or mostly through the show, make sure you subscribe to the channel on the podcast version of the show, iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Don't fucking forget Spotify. Do all of that shit. Look, see my finger? We on all that shit. And also make sure that you go to the YouTube channel, share the channel. If you don't share the channel, you are a bad person.
Selfish.
If you don't share the channel, I'm gonna just put this for you. Go fuck yourself. Eat a bag of dicks. Eat shit. Those are the balloons that I blew up today. I blew that up
counterclockwise on
yes, but no, I'm fucking with y'all. But listen, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and when you do subscribe, make sure you hit the button. Hit the button like this. There you go. All right. I just wanted to get that out there.
Speaking of on the button, man, I'm about to be on one right now, man.
Get it? Yeah.
We're gonna move on to the next one, and as we do, we're gonna do a little something like this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin', man. All right, man. So here's the thing, man. I'm trying to do the right thing, and I want everybody else to as well.
Not that right thing?
I mean, no. I'm not saying go burn down your local pizzeria because it's owned by, a slightly racist Italian family. That's not my point.
So you don't want to fight then?
Well, I'm trying to get the right fist and not the left, right? The love, not the hate right now.
Okay.
But it's hard because and what I'm speaking to is that there are a growing number of people like myself who are fully vaccinated, have been doing things the right way for a good amount of time, the whole time that they've asked us to, tried our best. And this thing is perpetuating. When I say this thing, I mean this global pandemic, and it's been hard. And part of me is been like, man, fuck it. This shit's really only getting at people who are unvaccinated. Fuck them all. I'll help spread it at this point. You know what I mean? But really,
damn, man.
Yeah, really. I said part of me.
Damn,
hard.
Cuz.
I'm Black Pedro. It's not lighthearted Pedro. It's my heart is dark. But
I'm a light-skinned nigga with a dark.
No, I'm light-skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. Literally, yeah. I kick furniture when I hear that line. I love that. That's my favorite Drake line of all.
That's a good Drake.
Light-skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. But the light in me does realize that I need to do right, and I'd like to take this time to say out loud to myself that I still need to be diligent within this pandemic and try and stay safe and protect myself and others from me and me from them. And I encourage all of us to do the same because we're not out of it. It seems to be this, evolutionary thing that as we allow it to perpetuate, it will do just that, perpetuate. But in this moment, I'm trying to add light to my dark heart and say, no, don't kill all of them, Pedro, with the disease. Don't.
Wow.
Let's protect each other still.
Wow.
Miss Verb hates Drake. This is a person you don't know, woman. Stop. You can't hold hate in your heart for somebody you never even met. It's a cool guy. Nice guy.
Yeah, not so much the point, Miss Adverb. I still like you though.
And that's how I got pregnant. No, I got pregnant because you slipped something in my drink. And I don't know what it was.
See, now we got a whole new thing happening with Miss Adverb and Pedro.
I ordered ginger ale.
Okay, I'm just saying, but
that's all I'm saying.
After the third pump, you should have known something was different. I just
pump number 3.
But yeah, again, I agree with you. But you just, you're barking at the moon and expecting the moon. What is it? The saying I heard is, you can yell at the moon, but the crazy part is expecting the moon to respond. That's what you're doing. And
wait a minute. Because the moon has told me a lot of shit, bro. Wait.
Wait. You were hiding. Yeah, you can't even use that one. Whoa, what's up, Angela Smart? What's going on? Yeah, you can't even use that. You can't.
The moon doesn't. The moon doesn't talk.
The moon doesn't talk. Sorry. I mean, I hear you. I'm with you, but
the moon walks, man. So like, how could it?
But that's different. That's different. And that's I'm saying, but no, you are doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing, man. You're doing the right thing. You're going for love. Still got hate. Love. Still got hate.
It's in there. It's in there. But hey, man, I will. I guess at least publicly encourage everybody to do the right thing.
Definitely do the right thing.
Still, even the vaccinated.
Yeah,
we still, and it's hard, but we still bear a responsibility to be as safe as we can. And it's hard. I'm admitting that because I'm tired of it too. Yes, I am. But the science is the science. And it says that
isn't that insanity doing the same thing over and over? Never mind.
But whatever, man.
Okay, yeah, but no, okay. I'm just saying to you guys.
Coach says, "Isn't it? Hey, man, listen. If we could, but the thing is, we never do it. We never really do it, right? Like we never did the lockdowns. We never isolated like we should have. I know. Okay, so New Zealand proved that isolating, masking, social distancing, locking down kills the virus, right? It doesn't allow it to spread from person to person because people aren't interacting. Iceland just recently proved that vaccine works, and they have the majority of their population vaccinated, and they're not experiencing deaths anymore.
And not only that, America is actually
I don't know.
America's spiking over 100,000 people.
Yes, these are countries. These are countries that are smaller. Yes, but we're back up to the $100,000. I'm sorry, 100,000 people cases per day of COVID, right? But the reality is we have these other nations that they're smaller, whatever, but they've shown us two different sciences. The NBA showed us last year's championship, the playoffs, like they bubbled up.
I want to get back out, and
that was a scientific experiment.
I want to live life the way we were living before. I want to go see Skippy the Squirrel, who's a Savage AF regular. Everybody, if you get a chance, Skippy the Squirrel our mascot. He does 2 shows in Oceanside, and he also going to be doing 2 shows Sunday. So make sure you see Skippy the Squirrel.
He's the most savage squirrel on water skis. God damn it!
And when he's going around, he's just like, "Hey, don't touch my nose, bitch." I agree with you, man. It is tough, but the bottom line is you can't say something to the people that aren't vaccinated because they don't want to hear that shit. And the people that are vaccinated are tired of the shit with people that aren't vaccinated. So we go back and forth, and nothing will get solved. But what will get solved is, wow, Texas is spiking and stay spiking. Yeah. And then I'm supposed to go there. So, but you know what? I'm wearing a suit of armor. I'm performing.
I thought Texas was a football state, not volleyball.
Yeah, that motherfucker. It has been that way. Savage AF, we appreciate y'all. Oh, I forgot to say this too. If you go to the page, you need to hit us with a like and a thumbs up. But my Shangri for today.
She put Mississippi. Mississippi is
Mississippi bent. Mississippi ain't never did it. Okay. Oh,
get him with it, Shane. Get him with it tonight.
Oh, hold up. It's you vax people get to what the
get fuck? It too. What the fuck you doing? Yeah, no, absolutely. Like you should be following Pierre right now, comedian Pierre. He's talked about being vaxxed, getting it, going through a rough spell, but not having to be hospitalized or ventilated and told by a doctor, this is most likely because you were vaccinated. Because at this point, this Delta variant would have put him through it without the vaccination.
Right. And if you've ever
been I say, bro, I'm gonna keep throwing AJ. I'm gonna keep throwing the bulletproof vest thing at you, right? I'm gonna keep throwing it, like, bro. If there's a gun, we're at war with the virus right now. We're in a gunfight with a virus. Do you want a bulletproof vest or not? Okay, that's what the vaccine is. It won't stop you from getting shot at. It won't stop you from getting shot. It actually doesn't guarantee that you won't get killed, right? Like you can get killed with a bulletproof vest on. But should you get hit center mass, which is what most cops are taught to shoot at. That's what Man of the Year, Lieutenant Michael Floyd said. He was shooting center mass and she moved her body, and that's how she got hit where she got hit. But they get taught to shoot center mass. So if you get shot there, you have a much greater chance of living. So if you get a direct hit from COVID, like Pierre did, and you have on this bulletproof vest like the vaccine, you have a much better chance of surviving.
Okay, y'all gonna keep going back about this. Look, bro, New Zealand solved the problem with the mask. That's my vest. I get you. Hey,
but the problem is no. But
come on, you're gonna go round and round about this shit, man.
I don't want to, but I just like, it's clear though. Like AJ's right. The mask thing does work. The problem is we as a country, like New Zealand as a country, as an entire nation, did it. Like, I don't know if they have governors in their different states or provinces or how they divide up their country, but our local leaders did not unify around a general concept. Our federal leadership at that time did not unify around a general concept of everybody mask up, lockdown, we'll pass out money, we'll pay your bills, and then that. So the mask only works, AJ, if the whole society does it. It can't be. It's not going to beat the virus.
And also
the way we do it in America.
AJ Fit, Pamela Knox says they are vaxxed people on vents. It's just not as likely. And I'd rather take it.
It could still happen. You could still die in a bulletproof vest from a gunshot. It is possible, yes. But if you're going into war in a gunfight, you should still wear a bulletproof vest. and a helmet and any other equipment that might help you survive.
I know, but Pamela Knox says the problem is, Pedro, the CDC lied and told vax people they could go out and raw dog the air. And then Nazi says, I'm sorry, guys, just don't trust a vaccine from those that have oppressed us. I'll stick with my vegetarian raw food diet and herbs.
That might actually, as an individual, work for Nazi.
That definitely works.
Let me address Pam Knox real quick. The CDC didn't lie. The problem is, like, if the majority of people had gotten vaxxed right away, then they were right. We could go out and chill. The problem is there are enough people who don't want to get vaxxed and want to be out without masks and go back to life and not be vaxxed. So you got to, like, don't say the CDC lied. Like, come on, like Pam Knox, like you good on the show, but like chill, like understand that people didn't do that though. Vaxxed people could go out. Like they were saying, if everybody in your area is vaxxed, right? Y'all can chill together, indoor, outdoor, it doesn't matter. You're all vaxxed.
Okay, but
the problem is that we know it is people did not get vaxxed, and they went out and chilled like they were.
Pamela Knox, I see what you're saying. The CDC did lie. They made people think they were.
No,
immune.
that's not true. They said it was. That is absolutely not true.
It's a 90.
They get you a percentage, right?
A percentage. They said a 95%.
Come on,
it's a 95%.
Like come on, let's be
Moderna. The Moderna was a little bit less. I mean,
between the Pfizer and the Moderna, they were like 96 and 95% immunity, right? Vaccination wise, right? Like, and I think the Johnson & Johnson was in like the 60s or 70s or some shit, like, or 80s maybe. I don't know, whatever. Slightly less, but either way, there was always a percentage that yes, you could still get this thing and get hit with it. That's fine. Like that's nothing works 100%. Right. Nothing does ever in life.
You could get treatment for cancer, and you think not cancer. I'm sorry. You can get treatment for something that we already know works and still not work. Okay, I still had to go through 2 surgeries over kidney stones and sepsis, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Usually, the first one works, but it didn't. So I had to go do it again. That's how it works sometimes. Medicine's not most of the time 1,000%, but it is better. I would have rather, instead of me saying, nah, I'm gonna grind this shit out at the crib. Yo, fuck that. I'm just gonna put my finger over my pee hole so blood don't come over.
All right, Shane, now testify to this, right? Like the other day we were riding on the 10 freeway heading eastbound, and somewhere between like Normandy and Vermont or somewhere in that area, somebody on an overpass over the 10 freeway in the middle of Los Angeles wrote 12,000 vaccine deaths. Right? They spray painted that on the side of a bridge. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
12. Okay, so I'm not even taking that as true, but I will go with the premise. I'll say, okay, let's see what that means, because some people will look like, see, 12,000 people have died from the vaccine. Maybe. Let's say that is true. Okay. But I believe 170 million people have taken the various vaccines, right? So how do we balance those numbers? We take 12,000, right?
Right.
I'm just doing this on my phone, and I'm gonna go divided by 170 million, right? Right, because that's how you figure out what percentage 12,000 is of 170 million, because that's how we should be measuring this.
Okay,
no, don't stop me. Hold on. When I hit equal, okay, we get 0.00007. And if we turn this into a percentage, that means that even if 12,000 people have died from the vaccine, that means that 0.007% of people, 0.007% of people have died from this vaccine. All right. I bet you peanuts, shellfish, kale kills more people on this planet than this vaccine is at this rate, even if that graffiti on the wall was right.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you guys is, I see what you're saying, Nazi. I see what you guys are saying, Pamela Knox. But again,
I don't see what you guys are saying.
Okay, I see. No, hold up.
I do not see what you guys are saying.
What I'm saying is,
I am blind to your words.
No, I see what they're saying,
I do not
but
see
this is a conversation to go back and forth, because you'll give some fucking statistics, they'll give some statistics, and some of the statistics are
They're
concrete.
not giving statistics.
No. Wait, Nazi was giving this statistic. As of July 23rd, 2021, the CDC's vaccine adverse event reporting system reported 11,940 vaccine-related deaths, 65,067 vaccine-related urgent care visits.
I just put up the number 12,000 versus the 170 million, right? So, Nazi, I'm sorry, but that is not something scientifically that you have to say this thing is dangerous or poison, right? Like when I'm telling you that 11,940 people is 0.007% of the people who took the vaccine, okay? When I'm telling you how you have to measure whether something is dangerous scientifically, you have to look at the numbers like that. So you can't just look at a raw number of 11,000 people have died from this, 12,000 people have died from this, okay? You have to compare it to the total number of people who have taken it. And the total number of people who have taken it is around 170 fucking million people. And 11,000 people, 12,000 people dying from it is 0.007%, okay? You have a greater chance of dying in a fucking car every day.
Wait, what? You know what?
I'm like, bro, like for real. Like I appreciate these statistics; they're real. But I'm even gonna let's go 65,000. I gotta do this. I'm sorry, I gotta do this.
I know you gotta do it, but
I can't let this ride because it's not. It's too real.
I understand, but
okay. So at best, 1, 2.
You know what? How about this?
So now we're looking at what with the 65,000 people who had emergency 911 care or whatever. You put up, Nazi. That's 0.03% of the total people who took the vaccine.
All y'all talking shit.
I'm just saying, like, Pedro, it's a very small percentage.
The CDC knowingly subjected children who couldn't be vaccinated with their lifted mask mandates, and even if they really thought vaccinated people could pass, then if for some reason it's not given the whole thing. All right, but the bottom line is, I hear what y'all saying because we're on the show. I'm not agreeing with you. I'm hearing what you're saying. And the bottom line is the percentages compared to, this percentages compared to what's going on. All right. If there's over
compared to what
100, if you got over 100, if you got 178 million motherfuckers, and unfortunately, sadly, if say 20,000 die, and it's fucked up across the board. Guess what? That means 170 and change. Or 100 and whatever and change benefit.
Million.
So, I mean, numbers, you know what?
Hundreds of millions of people have been absolutely okay.
But
and you're talking to me about 12,000.
I'm just saying to you, Pedro, fuck numbers, okay? Who needs that in your life? Okay. Fuck percentages.
Listen.
I'm just saying, Pedro.
We sit here, we talk about it. We all have, everybody has their opinions, but I'm just advising people on how to balance out the numbers they're looking at. Like, you can't just be like 12,000 people have died, but versus how many others, because that is the way you really need to weigh things in general.
AJ Fitz says if the vaccine is so safe, all of France is fighting back and not taking it. But you know what? France don't use deodorant. So I don't even want to hear them. First off, you motherfuckers need to start using deodorant, you stinky bastards. Hello. Secondly, a croissant is not a donut, bitch. Okay? Yeah. A croissant is not a donut. And I do like those little pancakes.
Beignets.
No, they
yeah.
They're like pancakes.
Crepes. Sorry.
Crepes. Wait, that's my Anchorman reference. I like the crepes. Crepes are good. What you mean, the little pancakes, the little things are like? Oh God, I love those.
And and we got to be careful. I doubt AJ Fit that all you put the word ALL in there. All of France is fighting back and not taking every French citizen. No.
And first off, come on, bro. First off, I just want to say to all the ladies in the feed. And all ladies in the food feed, voulez-vous coucher à le soir, ce soir. I'm just gonna put that out there. That's my French. That's my French thing. And but no, you know what? Fuck it. If y'all feel like this right now, you motherfuckers, all you niggas. Maybe we'll bring you in on the feed and we're going to have a debate. That's what we're going to do. If y'all feel froggy, leap. If you feel like you a donkey, kick it. If you feel like a fish, swim upstream, motherfuckers.
Well, then flap, nigga, gill in your ass.
Let's go. If that's what you feel. Now, aside from that, and yes, crepes. I like crepes. No, I don't. Yes, that's Talladega Nights. Yeah, you know, if you don't chew big red gum, fuck you. All right, yo, that was a Stevie Wonder, you light skinned nigga. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry, man. I just want was that me, Stevie Wonder? Okay, well, I apologize for fucking up. I thought it was Lady Marmalade. All right, well, it doesn't matter. Savage AF, I'm going. Yeah. And by the way, I don't want y'all to feel like we're not with you. We just aren't with you. That's all it is. I'm fucking with you.
Everybody should always keep a healthy immune system.
You know what? You got to keep a healthy immune system. You got to make sure that I've been trying to eat raw for years, and that shit is hard.
Yeah, some people have deficiencies,
and you know what? Yeah, say that to the motherfucker that's walking around in 2021 with polio. Oops, I'm sorry. There is not a lot of people walking around with polio. I don't know where that came from. Oops, wait a minute. It was a vaccine. Oh, that's right.
Where are my smallpox niggas at?
Yeah, where my smallpox niggas at? Smallpox in the house? Oh, shit. There ain't no smallpox in the house. So I'm just saying, like Pamela Knox cream, dollar bill, y'all. Okay. All right,
man. You're right, Shane. We jumped down a rabbit hole here.
No. That's why I just said, fuck it. I'm gonna do a Lady Marmalade. That was Patti LaBelle, Cuchadamas. It was Patti LaBelle and the I forget her singers that sang. Voulez-vous coucher avec soi? That's what that was. You motherfucker, you. All right. Now,
translated to. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? C'est soi.
That's why. Okay. So. And I'm gonna tell you, my Shangry is about. We're gonna bring it both back in. I'm gonna need you to jump in on it. I'm gonna say the first part, then need you to jump in on it. I'm gonna just let y'all know what my Shangry is today. Hey, everybody! You know what? I don't know if y'all know about cancel culture, but cancel culture can suck a dick, especially if you don't do any kind of investigation to see if it's true or not. You know, do some investigation. Find out if it's the fucking truth. Find out if it's the truth before you go out talking about shit that's going on or trying to cancel somebody. And so until you got absolutely, positively all of the fucking information and the intention of whatever was said, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Yeah, that's right. You shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. And if you don't understand what I mean about cancel culture, which is trying to ruin a bunch of people's fucking lives when you're just saying I'm going on conjecture, because cancel culture primarily is conjecture. It's also what you feel instead of what really is. You, my friend, can eat a bag of dicks. That's right. If you don't actually find out the information you're talking about, eat a bag of dicks before you actually try to cut somebody down and say that they did this and they did that. In fact, I have a friend of mine that sent me a link that you can actually go get your own bag of dicks and you can actually eat them all. Okay? Yes, they're creamy and delicious.
Somebody poured another dick on top.
They poured another dick on those dicks. So I'm telling you right now, cancel culture right now has been, there's a lot of people that do deserve to be canceled, but I don't think Kevin Hart deserved to be canceled. Okay. I understand when they say R. Kelly, and I understand to a point with Roseanne Barr, but there's some people that are trying to cancel just silly shit where you make up shit. I could start a rumor about Pedro and say, Pedro had sex with a baby elephant. And you know what? 5 people in, 10 people in, 20 people in pretending that social media might believe that shit. They'll be like, yeah, what's up, Pedro? I heard you fuck elephants, especially baby ones. And then he could say, no, that's not true. But even when you address it, then he's like, you see, you acting guilty. So the bottom line is cancel.
The only way to address that is like, if you got elephant dick, who you supposed to fuck?
That's true. But but until you get all the information and evidence, and I'm going through that personally right now, where I'm getting somebody that's lying and making up shit and saying shit I said that I didn't say, and I'm letting him know too. You can shut the fuck up. Listen to me. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. You can't shut your mouth. So
yeah,
I just want you to know that, man. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse. It's just,
you know, to be honest, man, this is a rare occasion where I disagree with this Shangry brother. Like, well, I'll just say that I agree that, you know, everybody should do their research and make sure that they're
right before you
responding to the right thing. That's right. So you're not saying don't cancel. You're just saying do your research before you do. Because I do believe some motherfuckers need to be canceled. And I'm looking at Pam Knox, who said, who decides on the cancellation? I'm gonna support who I want. And I that's where I am at with it, is like it is a personal decision. If somebody says something that offends you or crosses a line of, you know, an ethical line that you can't recover from, I think as a consumer, you know, with a fan, whatever you want to call yourself, as a supporter, you have the right to pull back that support, revenue,
right,
viewership.
Wait a minute, hold up.
I've done that with Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, look at what Lady Hazelman, Infowars is what Savage AF is acting like. No, I'm saying to you, if somebody says,
I'll eat my neighbor.
Yeah, we're not acting. Lady Hazelman, we're not acting like that. The bottom line is,
it's not an act. I'll eat my neighbor.
Yeah, he will eat his neighbor. I mean, and
the neighbor was tender.
And by the way, his neighbor is very edible. I'm saying to you, no, I just think that a lot of these people that are out there, and we're not Infowars, we're nothing like that. Stop it. What I'm saying to you is, if you're going to cancel somebody, don't just go off your initial emotion and without going and finding out that it's factual. Facts fucking matter. That's part of the shit that we saying is facts fucking matter. Facts matter. They also said at the January 6th insurrection that Antifa was behind it. They also said that it was BLM that was in the fucking crowd that was inciting the insurrection. So
see what
you fucking research.
You see what you started saying? Lady D Banks now says elophilia.
See?
So now you're gonna hear about Black Pedro, the elophile.
Yeah.
Who can't go near zoos, nigga. If I live near a zoo, I gotta go up to the zookeeper and be like, yeah, I fucked the elephant one time.
Wow.
That's, you know, that's the story that's about to get told.
Okay, so yeah, see, Pamela Knox, Infowars is absolutely anti-vax and anti-mask. COVID doesn't even exist in Infowars. So we're not that.
Maybe she meant on the other side that we're so mask and vax that we're just spewing, you know, we're just, you know, fanatics on that end. I can't argue with that part. Like, yeah, I'm actually I push hard for that, but I don't tell people what to do. I just try to, Arkeo Mom, we see you, aloha, from Detroit, which is not a local Detroit phrase usually. What up, though? I appreciate you.
Right. No, I'm just saying to y'all, listen to me, listen what I'm saying. Okay, pertaining to cancel culture, I think there's a lot of it that is justified, but there's a ton of it that is just emotional, reactionary bullshit. And it is, and it could be somebody that just decides, I don't like Pedro. I don't like Pedro's face. So I'm going to start making all kind of shit up because I don't like Pedro's face. Sometimes haters they do shit like that to bring somebody down because they just don't like them. And that is not, I don't ride with that. Fuck that. I don't ride with that. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, now, you know, I don't want anybody to be canceled, quote unquote, for something they didn't do.
Exactly.
For being somebody.
But there has been people that they said they did this, they said they did that, and you find out they didn't do none of that shit. Okay. And none of it. And by the way, I hope.
They got it too.
Yo, Savage AF, want to let y'all know again, if you're in the San Diego area, you happen to be in San Diego, you're down there, you live near the area, or you don't live too far from the area, do me a favor, come check us out live. San Diego, California will be at the Laugh Factory. That's right, the Laugh Factory Comedy Club. It's a very popular comedy club. Saturday, August 28th at 8 p.m. Make sure you go to the website and get your tickets. Tell your friends, if you have friends in the area that they can come down and see a live show. It'll be myself, Daryl Blackshare. Actually, a cat named Miguel is the host, and featuring Black Pedro. Black Pedro will be featuring. I'll be closing it out, and we hope to see you there. Also, this was a very spirited. I really like Pedro's mohawk. Am I canceled?
No, Christina Johnson said, I don't really like Pedro's mohawk. Am I canceled, sweetheart? I blew out my mohawk. I blew out my mohawk today to weed out the week. And I see who you are. Come through, though, girl. Come through. It don't always look like this, but I went to the top today just to see who couldn't handle it, babe. I'm sorry. You can't handle it.
You can't.
The long fro. Okay. It's all good, though. It's all good.
Okay, yo, check this out. Also, tomorrow we'll be on 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you get a chance, tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you give us the thumbs up. We need the thumbs ups just as much as we need subscriptions. They both matter. What I'm saying is, you know what? They both matter. But you know what else really matters other than the thumbs up and the likes and the subscribes? You know what really fucking matters? You know what really matters? Motherfucking facts. Okay?
And
facts
money.
matter.
Send me money.
And money. And money. Facts matter.
And love, man. And love.
Love matters. And so does cash. So send buckets of it.
Oh shit, Shang. I think you found a musical soulmate here. Pamela Knox said Living Color vibes Pedro give off today.
Oh,
isn't
Pamela
that one of them
Knox.
isn't that one of them like black reggae rock? Acid, dragon jazz.
Living Color is the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all black rock and roll band that had the number one hit, Cult of Personality, Settle Down, which is, little music bias, okay? Because
you get in Shang's car and you don't know if you're gonna hear "Yo son" or
just saying, I like to listen to it. It don't sound like that. It don't sound like that.
I wanna drink blood from your skull. I'm like, whoa, this is aggressive music, Shang.
This is very aggressive, but
no, it's
yo,
good.
we got Christina Johnson. I live in Minneapolis. Okay, here we go. I live in. Yeah, I'll get your views up. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Thank you, girl. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Hey, get it up. Get it up.
Hey, I need my views up.
No, I don't listen to death metal. I don't listen to death metal. Now, yeah.
It's called Dragon Jazz.
Okay, exactly.
Or acid fairy folk.
It's called Dragon Ska Metal Jazz. Settle down, okay? It's a hint of jazz with a little bit of hit you in the face with a hammer. It's both. It's Sade if she had a buzzsaw. That's all I'm saying. If you like that type
if you ever
shit.
gave Sade meth, bam, Shang's on it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We'll be here tomorrow, Friday, August 27th. At 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure y'all get it in, man.
Yeah, we will be here. And thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you for making our numbers go up. This was a very spirited show. We did 22 minutes over, and we appreciate you hanging in there with us. And we will bring some people on if you want to get on with us tomorrow. I'll put the link in there, and we'll bring some people in the live feed. If you want to rock and roll, let's rock and roll. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. I will holler at y'all then. Take care of yourselves, and remember, don't stick your face in the piranha tank. It'll never work out the way you think it will.
Bobbing for piranhas, it's not a game.
Never works. All right.
It's not a game, son.
We'll see you then.
It's not a game.